All right, good people of Facebook. Appreciate y'all joining us. Type replay in the comments if you are catching this on replay. Do us a favor there and type replay in the comments. Hello, everybody joining us in the Zoom session. I appreciate y'all for being with us this afternoon. As usual, let me know where you are watching from. I am in the south suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, and we are here to have a discussion centered around our travel talks. I'm gonna get into that in just a minute. Let me just engage with y'all in the comments, see where our people are joining us from. Hey, give me a 1 in the comments. Is this your first time being here for Travel Talks? Give me a 2 in the comments. If you've been here before, yeah, first time. Okay, got a lot of first timers. Lawton, Oklahoma, appreciate you joining us. Houston, Texas, recurring from the hurricane. Yeah, Dr. Anita, geez, it was pretty brutal down there. Glad to see you're doing all right. Indianapolis, we got a 2 and mostly some 1. So I appreciate y'all for chiming in, kind of letting us know who is in the building, who is engaging with us. North Carolina and Maryland. All right, I appreciate that. Hey, how many of you have been to the continent before? Give me a 3 in the comments if you've been to Africa before. Give me a 4 give me a 0 in the comments if not, right? 0 or 3 if you have not. Okay, a couple of zeros, couple of 3s. Okay, we kind of balance. Kenya, all right, excellent, excellent. I like that. Some of this will be familiar to you about the conversation that we're going to hold today, but I appreciate y'all joining. Let me jump into my slides so we can get into the presentation and move this show along. All right. All right, there we go. I think you can see my screen. Let me jump into our quick video. Welcome to Travel Talks, where we embark on a journey of discovery with Sankofa Experiences, powered by Urban Intellectuals. I'm your host, Freddie Taylor, the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, here to guide you through our African diaspora's rich history and culture. Sankofa Experiences is more than just travel, it's a movement. We dive deep into our roots across Africa and the diaspora, turning every journey into a powerful connection with our ancestors. Our mission? To make the exploration of Black history accessible, inspiring, and informative. Join us as we share insights from our travels, celebrate our history, and foster a deeper understanding of our collective identity. With Sankofa Experiences, every destination is a step closer to home. Let's explore together. Welcome to Travel Talks. All right, welcome to Travel Talks, everybody. And today we'll be talking about exploring what Africa has to offer. There is a lot, right? So forgive me if we don't show everything, right? But there's a lot to cover inside of the opportunities on the continent. And we're just going to go through a little bit because people have been asking, well, what are the activities? What do we engage in? What are we doing while we're there? So we figure this Tuesday is just as good as any Tuesday to kind of give you a glimpse into what you'll see on a Sankofa experience with Urban Intellectuals. But before I dive into that, let me tell you what's going on around the company, right? As I mentioned, there's always a lot going on in and around the company. Hey, and for those of you just joining, my name is, and who might not know, I'm starting to realize everyone doesn't know us or myself. I just assume you end up on this Al Gore's internet that you're going to end up knowing who we are, right? But that's not the case yet. But my name's Freddie Taylor. I'm the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals. Black History Made Easy is not only our mantra, but it's our promise. And through our Sankofa experiences, we take people on Black history travel experiences to enjoy the continent, to reconnect, to learn more about our history, our culture, and more importantly, our place and our contribution to humanity throughout the echoes of time, right? So that's where we center our organization, and we're very excited to do that. Through this platform, Travel Talks, we try to give you more insight on what traveling the African diaspora might look like. So that's what we're going to delve into a little bit today. But as I mentioned, there's always a lot going on in and around the Urban Intellectuals universe. So here's just a couple of things to be on the lookout for. This Thursday, we are doing a deep dive into Egypt and talking about our Egypt tour there. On the continent, Egypt is in Africa, despite this nonsense that you're hearing and this debate. Specifically, we want to delve into the Kemetic Empire, the Nubian Empire, Kush Empire, as it take place in this region of the land. It's a beautiful experience. We're going to talk about that more on Thursday. Down in the link, if you're interested in going to Egypt at any point, you can sign up for the link in the comments and learn more about that Thursday, and I'll answer any of your specific questions that you may have. Number 2, we are doing a stolen identity symposium on Saturday, August the 3rd. This is just to put this on your radar. You can't sign up just yet, but it's going to be on Zoom like we're doing here. Another virtual event that we're putting together for you. It's going to be a powerful presentation. Stolen Identity Symposium is coming up on August the 3rd. And then, yes, we're going to do a travel summit. That's coming soon. The dates haven't been released. We're still working it out on the back end and getting hold of our content centered around that. But we've had a lot of success lately with doing our online events. So we figure we want to bring that to the travel sector as well, as many people are constantly asking more and more questions. So we're building. All right, so are you ready to explore Africa, right? That's what we're going to talk about, show you a little bit about today. But one thing that we think is important is you have to start breaking Africa down, right? And we got to stop thinking about it as a country, right? There are 54 countries on the continent of Africa, and there are way more ethnicities and people than you can imagine. But I think we have to start to dive in and learn more and more about each individual and start humanizing the people on the continent, right? And then figure out where we belong inside of this diaspora. But Africa is the second largest continent on Earth. There's 54 recognized countries, 5 regions broken up into North, West, East, Central, and Southern region. And all of them are vastly different, right? But the experiences are beautiful. There's some common themes that run through really the African diaspora, not just the continent of Africa. And as you start to travel more and more around it, you start to notice these things. We always talk about how travel changes you. But Africa's diversity is not only geographic, the cultural richness, that's kind of like what I was alluding to. But each region and ethnic group has its own unique traditions, languages, and history. This is what I'm getting at when we start to talk about humanizing the people of the African continent. For example, I know through our African ancestry, right? We've been working with Dr. Page of African Ancestry. I know that my people are Mende out of Sierra Leone area, right? The Mende people I know are excellent agriculturalists. I know that they are fighters and warriors. I know that specifically they have the skill of rice farming, right? That seemed to be sought out here in the Americas. I don't want to go into too much history, but the point is they're not just Africans on the continent, right? They are individual groups, cultures with deep traditions. We were just in Senegal in May with the Wolof people, right? Well, I didn't know that the Wolof people are accredited with starting jollof rice, right? So this is where jollof originated from. I know the Nigerians and the Ghanaians are always in a war over who has the best jollof rice, but I got to vote for the Wolof people in Senegal. It was excellent, right? But then understanding this diversity is the key to appreciating the continent's heritage and contemporary dynamics, right? So as we start to go and engage the continent, you learn more and more about the people, the struggle, the history, and this kind of puts into context what is going on there today. Because I'm hearing a lot of chatter about, well, why can't Africa just get right? Well, there's a lot going into that. There's a lot of outside interference that's causing the issues and the problems that you're seeing. We can delve into that conversation another time. And if y'all been around, you know we will, right? All right, so what regions and countries do we travel to? But the sun is... And it looks a little bit like this. Here's one of the activities that you'll engage in. But the sun is starting to rise, as you can see it off in the distance. This is why we got up so early, because we wanted to see the beautiful sights, right? We're here with the people on our inaugural trip to Egypt, our Black History Travel Movement. Where we're having Black History Travel Experiences. You know, this is Freddie Taylor, CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals. We make it fun and easy to learn Black history, but we're making it even easier to have Black History Experiences. We are bringing Africa to life for you, right? We're not just talking about the history or studying the history. We're coming to see it firsthand. Started here in Egypt, right? We started off in Cairo. Now we're in Luxor. We have a 3-day cruise down the Nile that we're experiencing, but now we are experiencing the sunrise from the hot air balloon ride.
Valley of the Queens is this way.
Yeah. Uh-oh. There we go. Yes, yes. So that was just a fraction, a little piece of what you will see in Egypt, right? So on the tour, we start off in Cairo. We fly down to Luxor, which is in the center of the country, but we get up bright and early to have this particular view, to see the sunrise from over Luxor. But we're not just anywhere in Luxor. We're actually over the Valley of the Kings, right? Which is a very prominent and important piece of history. So we get up in the morning, we have this beautiful experience. And then after this, we venture into the Valley of the Kings. So we go into the tombs and see all of the history while we're getting our local guide. It's giving us a history lesson about what you're seeing and you're experiencing. So it's just a beautiful experience. And Morocco is similar, has similar experiences. We don't have the video for that today. And I can't show you all the video. I'm sorry. There's just too much to share. We'll be here all day, right? There's enough anyway, but let's go to West Africa and take a quick look.
Welcome to the lively and hospitable nation of Ghana. As you disembark at Kotoka International Airport, your thrilling journey commences. Bid farewell to the hassle of arranging taxis or car rentals. Our team has organized a comfortable private shuttle to swiftly transport you to your hotel. Once you've settled into your cozy accommodation, take a moment to acquaint yourself with our amiable tour team. They'll walk you through the exciting itinerary ahead, ensuring you are fully prepared for the days ahead. With confirmed pickup times and the day's schedule in hand, you'll have the remainder of the afternoon to unwind and gear up for the adventures ahead. Tonight, dive into the vibrant flavors of Ghana with a delightful dinner at a nearby eatery. Whether your palate prefers vegetarian, vegan, or savory delights, the menu caters to all tastes. It's the perfect chance to sample the culinary wonders that await you on this expedition. No need to worry about converting your money. Our team will be on hand to assist you every step of the way, ensuring you have the local currency required for your adventures in Ghana. Our exploration truly commences as we delve into the historic thoroughfares of Accra, Ghana's bustling capital. From the lively markets brimming with fresh produce and colorful textiles to the rhythmic beats of authentic Ghanaian drumming sessions, every corner offers a glimpse into the rich fabric of Ghanaian culture. We'll pay homage to iconic sites such as the Nkrumah Memorial Museum, the Black Star National Square, and the Independence Arch, symbols of Ghana's illustrious history and promising future. Along the way, we'll indulge in delectable dishes at local eateries, ensuring you're energized for the day's escapades. Next destination, Kumasi, the esteemed heart of the Ashanti Kingdom. Hop aboard a swift domestic flight from Accra, leaving all arrangements in our capable hands. Upon arrival, prepare to be enveloped in the enduring traditions of the Ashanti people. Embark on a journey to a traditional Adinkra village for an authentic kente weaving and stamp printing encounter. Then, venture to a nearby cocoa plantation to unravel the mysteries behind Ghana's globally acclaimed cocoa beans. The day concludes with your very own Asante naming ceremony, an experience to cherish forever. Reconnect with nature amidst the lush landscapes of the picturesque Abri Botanical Gardens, just a short distance from Accra. Amidst verdant foliage and vibrant blossoms, take a moment to relax and relish in Ghana's natural beauty. Journey to Cape Coast, where history reverberates through its storied alleys. Trace the footsteps of enslaved captives at the Slave River and Slave Dungeons, bearing witness to Ghana's tumultuous past while honoring the resilience of its people. To rejuvenate amidst Ghana's natural splendor, embark on an exhilarating canopy walk at Kakum National Park. Traverse narrow bridges suspended high above the forest floor amidst the lush greenery. For those seeking tranquility, an outdoor lounge beckons. Return to Accra and indulge in some retail therapy at the bustling Makola markets on Oxford Street. From vivid textiles to traditional handicrafts, there's a plethora of treasures awaiting discovery. If shopping isn't your forte, unwind at the hotel or delve into the city's vibrant nightlife and fashion scene. Before bidding adieu to this captivating land, venture to the Shy Hills Resource Reserve for one last rendezvous with Ghana's natural allure. Explore its rugged terrain and diverse wildlife, soaking in the tranquility of its surroundings. As your odyssey draws to a close, savor the precious memories forged in Ghana. Whether you're homeward bound or onto your next escapade, we eagerly anticipate welcoming you back on another Maximum Impact adventure soon. Until we meet again, safe travels and farewell from Ghana, where each moment is an invitation to adventure.
Yeah, good overview of Ghana there, and a lot that you're going to see during that adventure. The Ivory Coast in Nigeria, this is a new trip, so 2025 is our first time going for that. So I'm really excited about that. I just mentioned we just got back on our inaugural trip to Senegal in May. Can't believe it's almost been 2 months now since that trip. Like, time flies, right, man? Yeah, time literally flies, right, man? It goes fast. So it was early in May there. That was a beautiful experience. We're coming up again. We're going to Senegal again in December. So we'll chop up some videos, kind of start letting y'all see some of that over the next few weeks. But just wanted to give you a little taste or a glimpse of West Africa. But now let's continue and move along.
Welcome to the lively and
or try to. There we go. All right, here's a little bit of East Africa.
Welcome, adventurers, to the enchanting land of East Africa. Get ready to be swept off your feet as we dive into the rich tapestry of Kenya's culture, wildlife, and natural wonders. From magnificent beaches to captivating wildlife, this journey promises to be an unforgettable experience you won't want to miss. As you step foot into Nairobi, the heartbeat of Kenya, your adventure begins. Forget about the hassle of taxis and car rentals. We've got a private shuttle waiting to whisk you away to your hotel. After settling in, it's time to unwind and get ready for the adventure ahead. Join us for dinner, where you'll meet the team and get a preview of the exciting itinerary that awaits you. Get ready, because your Kenyan escapade is about to unfold. Nairobi, a vibrant metropolis bursting with energy and diversity. With a population larger than major cities like Los Angeles and Toronto, this bustling capital is a melting pot of cultures and experiences. From its fabulous food scene to its thriving tech industry, Nairobi has something for everyone. And with countless adventures just a stone's throw away, it's the perfect starting point for your exploration of Kenya. Our journey begins with a visit to Kibera, often dubbed the largest urban slum in Africa. But within its bustling streets lies a story of resilience, ingenuity, and community spirit. Led by a local guide, you'll gain a deeper understanding of life in Kibera and witness firsthand the strength of its people. Next stop, the world-famous Giraffe Center, where you'll come face-to-face with the majestic Rothschild giraffes. Get ready for a once-in-a-lifetime experience as you feed these gentle giants and capture the perfect snapshot. And remember, your visit supports vital conservation efforts to protect these endangered animals. Step back in time at the Bomas of Kenya, a living museum celebrating the country's diverse tribal heritage. Immerse yourself in traditional dances, sample authentic cuisine, and explore replicas of tribal villages. It's a cultural journey you won't soon forget.
I thought that was a little longer. That one caught me off guard there, right? All right, yeah, but that's beautiful, right? I know people are interested in the safari life, so definitely you get that in Kenya and Tanzania. And then Ethiopia, we'll be going for the first time in March of 2025. I'm super excited about that trip as well. I'm excited about, like I said, I mentioned in the comments, I'm like, I'm trying to go everywhere, right? I want to go to all 54 countries. And then I want to start going to other countries around the world that has deep, rich Black history, of which we're branching out into Brazil and Colombia in 2025. This year, I'm going to Cuba next month, right? So if y'all been around, you know, I've been talking about that. I'm super excited about that, taking Dad there, but eventually we'll open up tours to Cuba as well. So that is part of the plan that is unfolding in the future. But let me keep the party going. Get to our next destination.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze,
All right, all right. I know some of y'all was out there dancing along, right? I know, right? My body is just automatically moving. Yeah, yeah. That's always some of the fun. Like we talk about a lot about the history and the culture that you're gonna see. So we wanted to make sure that we got an opportunity to show you some of the other things that you indulge in on these trips. Obviously, in South Africa, you're gonna get some safari. Hey, you get some high-end shopping. We go into Soweto, so you get to go into some of the local villages. You get to go to Black-owned wineries. The South African tour is definitely a different tour, right? But it has a lot of the cultural elements that you're looking for. And it seems to make it pretty simple for at least Americans to travel to the continent for the first time, because you'll notice a lot of similarities in what you're doing, and especially how built up South Africa is. All right, so with that, I want to open up for any questions that you might have. Again, I just wanted to show just some of the fun and the things that we do, and just not all of the hardcore history, right? We definitely have a lot of enjoyment on these trips and these tours, so we wanted to highlight a little bit of that. Oh yeah, Robbins Islands, Cape Town. Yep, we're definitely going into all of that. Some of the museums, the apartheid museums down there. It's a powerful experience. So you get some fun, you get some luxury, you get some heartache, you get some pain, you get some culture, You get some food, right? Definitely got to get some of that. How friendly is it to the disabled? Atia, there is a bit of a movement, but we've had people on canes and the walkers that have come with us on the trips. Some of the activities, obviously, you can't engage in or any of that. But we always keep a guide with them, keep them back, and then make sure that those people are entertained with some sort of activity that's going on. Yeah, it's definitely a full experience, Dr. Anita, on all of those levels. We haven't had anyone in a wheelchair just yet, so I'm not sure how that will work. That would be concerning to me if I'm being transparent. But yeah, our eldest traveler was 93. That's my father, traveled with us in October of 2022. And we'll say we're getting ready to go to Cuba. He's ready to get back in these travel streets. So hopefully he'll be ready for is it Ethiopia in March? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Ethiopia? I believe it's Ethiopia is in March of 2025. Hopefully he's ready for that. Can we get package costs for these trips and upcoming dates? Kenneth, which trip are you interested in? That's a good question. And let's see. Yeah, if you could just let me know in the comments, or you can, y'all can raise y'all Zoom hand and come on and we can have a conversation as well. But I tell you what, you can always go to Sankofa Experiences.com. And then from there, you can actually look up any of the tours that you're interested in. Let me go back out here. I'm trying to pull it up. There we go. Thank you, Ashley, for dropping that. I'm interested in this Ethiopia package. All right, excellent. So if you click the link that Ashley just shared, let me bring my screen back up. So if you click the link that Ashley just shared, it'll take you to our website. And then from here, you can select your destination or you can select the travel calendar. I heard someone say Ethiopia. I think I saw someone say Ethiopia. Contact you working together. Colleen, can you email Ashley at Ashley at Urban Intellectuals? Yeah, email Ashley that I just gave you, and then we can talk about any of that. But when you come to the site, you can select your destination. We talked about Ethiopia. So we're doing March Ethiopia and October Ethiopia 2025. So let's say you were interested in October Ethiopia, you could click the link and then you could see everything that's available. So it's starting at $46.99 per person. And then you get all of the list of everything that's inside of the trip. If you want a single occupancy, it's $55.99 per person. Per single occupancy, right? So that is some of the price ranges that you will see inside of the trips. And again, it just depends on the timing. You don't have to pay upfront everything. There's no prepayment penalty. But the further out, the less your monthly payments will be. The full balance is due 30 days before the trip commences, right? So we saw March the 12th, 2025. So February 12th, 2025, the final payment will be due. Once you sign up or you go in and show your interest, you'll get the payment schedule, right? So if your trip is 18 months out, it'll look different from someone's trip that's 6 months out, right? But you'll see all of that available as well. All right, Dr. Anita, can you unmute and ask your question?
Yep, let me grab my notes here from my son-in-law. No. Question. In terms of the Ashanti naming ceremony, what if we're not an Ashanti person? How does that work? Because I'm waiting for my matriarch clan to come back. How does that work?
Yeah, it's It's, it's not like an official, right?
Okay.
It's not going to change your Ghanaian name. So it's just you're right. It's just an opportunity to go through a process that they go through inside of the culture and have the experience, right? So
Okay.
you
Okay.
can own it if you want to. You don't have to, especially once you find out who you are and where you're from, right? But it's just a
Okay.
beautiful experience, and that's the culture and the community trying to embrace us and bring us back home.
Yeah, instead of the division that others would like for us to have.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Okay.
what we're
Okay.
fighting back against.
All right. Yeah, I've traveled a lot now. I'm ready to go back to the motherland. I'm going back to my history. So I want to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
it's a beautiful experience. So I can't wait to see your pictures and your videos.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. Thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, I don't know. I'll be taking my glasses off like I can see, but it's not the case. All right, I saw Ghana. Okay, they must be. Okay, are they child friendly? Yes, they're child friendly. South Africa is more adult friendly trip, but we welcome all. Yeah, everybody is definitely welcome to come on all of our tours. They're all child friendly. Obviously, they won't be allowed in the winery, right? On the South African experience. How many immunization shots do you have to get when you travel around Africa? Okay, so that's a good question, and one that's of great concern to our community. There's only one shot that's absolutely necessary, and that's the yellow fever shot, and that depends on where you're going. So generally, West Africa, it's required. Generally. Then I believe Tanzania as well, but I don't think it was required. It wasn't required in Senegal. It's not required in Egypt. It's not required in Morocco. It's not required in South Africa. But in our West African travels and Tanzania, uh, the yellow fever shot is required unless you have a doctor's excuse, right? Your doctor can opt you out of taking that. And sometimes when we're talking about our elderly, taking additional immunizations is frowned upon, let's say, so they can get a note and opt out. I know the first time we went, my father and I, my dad was 87 years old and he opted out of the yellow fever immunization shot. So that is totally possible with your doctor's note. The shot lasts for 10 years, and so you need to get it once every 10 years. I took my first one in 2017. I haven't taken the next one. I haven't taken another one. There's a list of things that are recommended that you will see. They'll call it strongly recommended. I always say to consult with your doctor first before you take any of the suggested stuff. There's malaria pills that are high on the list because people say you don't want to catch malaria. I haven't taken the pills yet. I haven't gotten malaria, but I may decide to take the pills, especially as on the continent more and more. But again, that's primarily a West African thing as well. So stuff to keep in mind. Always consult your doctor. But this whole conversation about you have to take all of these shots, all of these vaccinations is false, right? This is just propaganda that's being spread. But that was a great question. Gave me a chance to rant about that. All right, Natalie says she would like to start with Ghana. So, Natalie, it's the same process. I'll just pull it up again on the website here. Same process. I'm just going to go back up to the top of our site. But let's say, okay, I'll do this first. So then we find Ghana on the flag. We click the Ghana's flag, and then you can see all of the different dates that we have available. Let's say you wanted to spend New Year's on the continent. I can't find the date. I'm over here talking about it. All right. New Year's is a little bit more expensive, so keep that in mind, but I'm going to click it anyway. And then it'll take you over to our gateway experience for New Year's, December 30th, 2024 through January 7th, 2025. All the deposits, you only have to put down $199 to lock in your spot, by the way. But here are the pricing for New Year's. Double occupancy is $48.74 in Ghana. Single per person, single occupancy is $55.74. And there's a 40% child discount on ages 5 through 11. It's $29.25 for each of the children. So keep that all in mind. But yeah, so that is what you're looking for when you think about going to the New Year's trip with us to Ghana, right? But here's something else on the site that I wanted to share with you. If you're like, oh, where are you going at certain times of the year? You can click our travel calendar, right? So this is our destinations travel calendar. Or you can see it up here in in the menu. You just click travel calendar, and that's going to pull up our calendar, right? So you can see all of the destinations that we're traveling for by date. In the far left column, the center column is the location, and then the booking option is on the right. So you can see in 2024, the places that we are have yet to travel with, that's where we're going. I know I'll be on this Ghana 20 October 28th through November 5th trip. And I may just stay through the new year, right? So stay through this particular trip. That's what I'm working out on the back end. So I'm interested in starting to spend more and more time on the continent, which is why I mentioned I may get into the malaria pills, right? I haven't taken them yet. I don't know. We'll see. I might just, I don't love stuffing my body with medicines, right? With pharmaceutical drugs. Let me just call it what it is. Okay. So then here's our list for 2025. A lot of destinations, a lot of opportunities, but they all are first come, first serve. We stop about 30 people per trip. So keep that in mind when you're booking. All right, got it. All right, I see that. I like to start with Ghana. What else we got down in here? Immunizations, thank you. All right, good. All right, answered all of those questions. Do you have anything else for me? Any other thoughts, comments, or concerns before I try to close this out at a decent hour? Look at us. We growing up here at Travel Talks, right? Dr. Anita, you know I can stretch the show out now. But we're getting ready for that August 3rd Stolen Identity event that I mentioned earlier. So I'm excited about that. But I got a lot of work on the back end to do. So I need to kind of get back to that. All right, it looks like y'all might be good. All right. So if you have any additional questions that you think about, oh, is this your regular job? Yes, this is my regular job, Veronica. And our team is full-time as well. I wake up every day to do this, to make Black History Made Easy for our audience, and so does our team. We're super excited to do this. Sister Ashley's full-time. She's our full-time travel coordinator specifically. May I have the website? Can you drop that website link again, Ashley, in the comments for me? Oh, you're good at it. Oh, thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. We're working to get better. I like that. All right. Are there any combined trips, i.e. Ghana and South Africa? Yes, there are some trips that you can tag on another trip to. I would email Ashley at Sankofa Experiences, Ashley at sankofaexperiences.com to get more information about that, or coordinating a trip, which trips actually work together. Sister Ashley is on top of that. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes it's like Egypt, then Ghana, or Ghana and Senegal put together. So we just have to see about the timing around that and make sure that everything works out for you, Brenda. We've had a couple of people do that. It's a beautiful experience to go from one region of Africa to another back to back, so you can just kind of have that experience and be able to compare them. Good intro to the motherland. Yes, absolutely. All right, I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. There we go. And we got the email. Got Ashley's email down there, Ashley at urbanintellectuals.com. They both go to her, right? If you go Ashley at Sankofa Experiences or Ashley at urbanintellectuals.com, they both are coming to her. But sankofaexperiences.com is our website for Black History Travel Made Easy. So make sure that you follow up with us. And if you have any questions, right, you can always email Ashley, or you can email support at urbanintellectuals.com. They all are going to the same place. So thank you. I appreciate y'all. Great questions, great energy today. I'm glad that we were able to answer any of them. Again, if you have any questions, as soon as I get off of here, you can email support at urbanintellectuals.com. That's support at urbanintellectuals.com. Dr. Nita say, I'm so ready. Come on, Doc. We are ready to have you and the host you to have you on these experiences. I promise you're going to love it. So with that, let me close out with our exit video. And I look forward to chatting with y'all again soon. Greetings, I'm Freddie Taylor, CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, and we are behind the Sankofa Experiences. This is where Black history travel made easy is not just our mantra, it's a promise. Our mission? To reconnect you with your roots, your culture, and the history of the African diaspora. Now spanning across 10 African nations and the vibrant cultures of Colombia and Brazil, the Sankofa Experiences is expanding. We've crafted curated group travel experiences that do more than just visit. They immerse, they educate, they transform. From the historic forts of Ghana to the bustling markets of Nigeria, the serene beaches of the Gambia to the rugged mountains of Morocco, and beyond even South Africa and South America, each destination holds a special place and part of our story. Embarking on these Sankofa journeys means more than just exploring more landscapes. It means walking in the footsteps of the ancestors, embracing the diversity of our heritage, and seeing the world through a lens of understanding and appreciation. It's a group experience where every traveler is a thread in the fabric of the shared narrative, making the journey safe, engaging, and unforgettable. So are you ready to embark on this adventure? To explore, to learn, to celebrate the legacy that connects us all. Join us in the Sankofa Experiences, proudly powered by Urban Intellectuals. The only thing missing is you. Yes. The only thing missing is you. So that's going to do it for us at Travel Talk. I dropped the link down there to my shirt. Someone was asking, what does my shirt say? I got to cheat. I got to lean in because I can't see it myself. But non-immigrant, we are the citizens of the United States of America. We are not the citizens of the United States of America by choice, but we will never, there we go, ever concede this country that our ancestors built with their blood, sweat, and tears. All right. Non-immigrant is a quote, is a comment made originally that I heard it originally by Dr. Claude Anderson, because he says everyone is attaching to our pain, everyone is attaching their movement to what we're doing, so you need to classify yourselves as non-immigrants. That way, no one else has the experience in this country that we have, so that when we're starting to fight and stand up and demand things for our political vote, don't get me started on that, right? Demanding things for our political vote, everybody else can't attach their votes to ourselves, and we get what we deserve. But that's another conversation. It's one of my favorite shirts because it starts stuff, and I like to start things. I like to make people think. So anyway, that link is down there as well. But I appreciate y'all because Dr. Anita's trying to get me to expand this show. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with it. But I appreciate y'all spending the afternoon with me. Let me get back to work. But peace and blessings, good people. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, shoot an email to support@urbanintellectuals.com, support@urbanintellectuals.com. We are here for you. So let me know if you need anything. Peace and blessings. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, goodbye. Appreciate y'all.